Imagine a dark and stormy night blanketing Scotland. The wind howls, the rain lashes down, and the very air crackles with an unsettling energy. Thunder cracks, illuminating three strange figures huddled together beneath a gnarled and ancient tree. They mutter in hushed tones, weaving a spell of a battle to be won and a kingdom to be lost. Their words hang heavy in the air, pregnant with dark prophecy. This is how William Shakespeare masterfully begins Macbeth, a play that has gripped audiences with its themes and drama for over 4 centuries. It's a story that continues to resonate, challenge, and terrify. But why does it endure, captivating generation after generation? What is it about this Scottish play that keeps us coming back for more? Because it's far more than just a dusty history lesson filled with kings and battles. It's a deep and disturbing dive into the darkest corners of human nature, exploring ambition, guilt, and the terrible price one pays for power. Macbeth is a chilling ghost story, a gripping psychological thriller that delves into the unraveling of the human mind, and a complex political drama, all masterfully woven into one unforgettable narrative. The play is relentlessly packed with heart-pounding action, nail-biting suspense, and elements of supernatural horror that will leave you breathless. Witches, tormented ghosts, and cryptic prophecies that twist and contort fate in the most unexpected and devastating ways. Shakespeare's rich and evocative language paints vivid and unforgettable pictures of imposing dark castles and the even darker recesses of the human mind. From the very moment Macbeth first hears the witch's chilling predictions, we, the audience, are strapped into a terrifying roller coaster, watching as a noble and valiant soldier undergoes a horrifying transformation into a paranoid and bloodthirsty tyrant. But the true genius of Macbeth lies within its complex and compelling characters, flawed, ambitious, and terrifyingly real in their motivations and desires. Macbeth begins his journey as a celebrated hero, a brave warrior admired by all, but a single seed of ambition, relentlessly watered by the witch's dark prophecies and his wife's manipulative urging, quickly grows into a monstrous and all-consuming evil. Lady Macbeth, initially portrayed as a strong and ruthlessly ambitious woman, ultimately discovers that guilt is a potent and insidious poison, capable of destroying even the strongest of minds. Their shared journey is a chilling and unforgettable exploration of the darkest depths of human psychology. This isn't just a story about the rise and fall of kings and queens. It's a timeless and cautionary warning about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the devastating consequences of betraying your own conscience. Prepare yourself for murder, madness, and dark magic. This is your ultimate guide to understanding the enduring power and relevance of Shakespeare's Macbeth. On a desolate, windswept heath, shrouded in an eerie mist, 3 witches materialize. Their presence hangs heavy in the air, a palpable sense of foreboding clinging to the landscape. They are muttering riddles and arcane prophecies, their voices a discordant chorus as they plot their next encounter with Macbeth, a meeting that will alter the course of Scottish history. These weird sisters, cloaked in shadow and mystery, represent the supernatural chaos that is about to be unleashed upon Scotland, a storm of ambition and treachery brewing on the horizon. Macbeth and Banquo, returning as celebrated heroes from the bloody battlefield, unexpectedly encounter these enigmatic figures amidst their journey. The witches greet Macbeth with titles he already holds, Thane of Glamis, Thane of Cawdor, their words laced with a strange power. But then they utter the most intoxicating and dangerous prophecy of all, future king. Macbeth is stunned, his mind reeling from the implications. Could this unbelievable prophecy actually be true? The insidious seed of ambition is now firmly planted in his heart. Banquo, ever the pragmatist and more cautious of the two, seeks answers about his own destiny, wary of the witch's power. The witches cryptically declare that he'll be lesser than Macbeth and greater, a paradox that hints at a different kind of power, and that his children, not he, will be kings. This prophecy, seemingly a blessing, subtly sets up a dangerous rivalry between the two friends. If Macbeth is destined to be king, how can Banquo's sons ever inherit the throne? A question that will haunt them both. As the bewildered men attempt to decipher the meaning of this strange encounter, a royal messenger arrives bearing unexpected news. Macbeth has been officially named Thane of Cawdor, a reward for his valor in battle, and a chilling confirmation that the witch's prophecy is unfolding before their very eyes. The realm of the supernatural has bled into reality, blurring the lines of what is possible and what is not. Macbeth's ambition, once a flicker, is now a raging fire, consuming his thoughts and driving him towards an uncertain future. Banquo, with growing unease, senses the looming danger, but Macbeth is already lost in his intoxicating dreams of wearing the crown. The witches vanish as quickly as they appeared, leaving behind a potent cocktail of confusion, ambition, and insatiable desire in their wake. The fuse is lit, the powder keg of fate primed to explode. Scotland's destiny is teetering on the precipice of irreversible change. The delicate line between fate and free will begins to irrevocably blur. Macbeth's perilous journey into the heart of darkness has only just begun. The imposing fortress of Inverness stands as a silent witness to the unfolding drama. Within its stone walls, Lady Macbeth receives a fateful letter from her husband, detailing his encounter with the witches and their prophecy of his ascension to the throne, a tantalizing glimpse of power. While Macbeth wrestles with doubt and morality, she is unwavering, her ambition a burning flame. She believes Macbeth possesses the potential for greatness, yet fears his inherent kindness will prevent him from seizing the crown that destiny, as she sees it, has laid out for him. Consumed by ambition, Lady Macbeth makes a chilling invocation, calling upon dark spirits to unsex her, shedding her femininity. She seeks to be filled with ruthless resolve, a cold-blooded determination to execute the necessary deeds, regardless of their moral cost. Her ambition isn't solely for personal gain, it's intertwined with her desire for Macbeth's success and glory, a shared destiny she fiercely pursues. Fate intervenes as news arrives. King Duncan, unsuspecting and trusting, will grace their castle with his presence tonight. For Lady Macbeth, this is not mere coincidence but a sign, an opportunity presented by fate itself. She greets Macbeth not as a loving wife but as a partner in crime, a co-conspirator in a deadly game. She urges him to mask his dark intentions, to look like the innocent flower but be the serpent under it, a masterclass in deception. With chilling precision she lays out the gruesome plan. First, drug the guards into a drunken stupor, rendering them oblivious, then commit the ultimate act of betrayal, murder Duncan in his sleep, and finally frame the innocent servants, ensuring suspicion falls upon them. Macbeth is utterly horrified, his conscience screaming in protest, torn between loyalty to his king and the seductive promise of power. Lady Macbeth ruthlessly attacks his courage, questioning his manhood and shaming him into reluctant agreement. Her words are brutal, a chilling testament to her resolve. She declares she would murder her own child with her own hands if she had sworn to do it. Under the relentless pressure of her will, Macbeth's moral defenses crumble, his resistance finally broken. The deadly plan is set in motion, a pact sealed in darkness. There's no turning back from the bloody path ahead. The approaching night holds a terrible promise. It will irrevocably change everything for Macbeth, for Lady Macbeth, and for the kingdom itself. Darkness shrouds Inverness as Macbeth prepares for murder, haunted by a vision of a bloody dagger. Lady Macbeth drugs the king's guards and readies the daggers. Macbeth kills Duncan, returning shaken and guilt-ridden, his hands stained with blood. He forgets to frame the guards. Lady Macbeth, still composed, takes the daggers and smears the guards with blood herself. Both are now complicit, their hands equally red. Macbeth is tormented by guilt, hearing voices, "Sleep no more, Macbeth does murder sleep." Lady Macbeth insists, "A little water clears us of this deed," underestimating the psychological stain. The deed is done, but peace is lost. The castle is silent, but dread hangs heavy. Their descent into darkness has truly begun. Morning brings chaos. Macduff discovers Duncan's murder, and suspicion falls on the king's sons, who flee. With the heirs gone, Macbeth is crowned king, but the crown feels heavy and the throne insecure. Paranoia consumes Macbeth, haunted by the witch's prophecy that Banquo's sons will be kings. To secure his reign, Macbeth hires murderers to kill Banquo and his son Fleance. Banquo is killed, but Fleance escapes. Macbeth's fear grows. Macbeth no longer consults Lady Macbeth, he acts alone, driven by fear and desperation. The dream of power has become a nightmare. The threat to his dynasty remains. Macbeth's actions spiral. He's now a tyrant, not just an ambitious man. The cost of the crown is his soul. Lady Macbeth, too, begins to unravel. The kingdom is uneasy, and Macbeth's grip on power is slipping. The seeds of destruction are sown. At a royal banquet, Macbeth sees Banquo's ghost in his seat, visible only to him. He rages at the apparition, terrifying the guests and revealing his unraveling mind. Lady Macbeth tries to cover for him, but the damage is done. The couple is haunted, sleep eludes them, guilt poisons every moment. Macbeth is tormented by nightmares. Lady Macbeth begins to sleepwalk, obsessively washing imagined blood from her hands. "Out, damned spot!" she mutters, reliving the murder. A doctor and gentlewoman witness her guilt-ridden confessions. Lady Macbeth, once ruthless, is now broken by remorse. Their crimes have isolated them, even from each other. The cost of ambition is clear, madness and despair. The kingdom senses their instability. Macbeth's reign is crumbling from within. The end is drawing near. Desperate, Macbeth seeks the witches for reassurance. They conjure apparitions. Beware Macduff. None of woman-born shall harm Macbeth. He'll be safe until Birnam Wood comes to Dunsinane. Macbeth feels invincible, misreading the prophecies as guarantees. Yet he orders the slaughter of Macduff's family in a fit of rage. This act is pure evil, no longer about ambition, but cruelty. The country turns against him. Macbeth's tyranny is complete, his humanity is gone. The witches' riddles have trapped him, his downfall is inevitable. News of his family's murder drives Macduff to vengeance. He and Malcolm, with English support, march on Scotland. Macbeth is abandoned by his lords, isolated in Dunsinane. Lady Macbeth dies, broken by guilt. Macbeth, numb and empty, clings to the witches' prophecies. Then Birnam Wood moves. Malcolm's army uses branches as camouflage. Macbeth realizes he's been tricked but fights on. In battle he faces Macduff, boasting he cannot be killed by anyone of woman born. Macduff reveals he was from his mother's womb untimely ripped, born by caesarean. The final prophecy is fulfilled. Macduff kills Macbeth and hails Malcolm as king. Order is restored. The nightmare ends. Macbeth's ambition has destroyed him. Scotland is free at last. Why do we still return to Macbeth? Because it's a timeless exploration of ambition, guilt, and the human psyche. The play warns how quickly a noble person can be corrupted by power. Macbeth and Lady Macbeth are tragic, not just evil. Their psychological collapse is haunting. Their true punishment is not just death, but the living hell of guilt and paranoia. Shakespeare's themes, appearance versus reality, fate versus free will, remain relevant. Did the witches predict the future, or did Macbeth create it himself? The play offers no easy answers, leaving us to ponder its questions. Macbeth is a masterpiece of language, character, and theme, a fast-paced thriller and a profound work of art. It reminds us that true strength lies in conscience, not ruthless ambition. For these reasons, Macbeth will continue to shock, thrill, and teach us for centuries to come.